You ever notice how certain men don't have to chase women, but instead women chase them? There's something in their eyes, the way they move. It's almost dangerous. They don't talk much, they don't try too hard, but somehow every woman feels it. It's that kind of attraction that happens fast, almost too fast, like it shouldn't even be allowed. Most men will never understand what it causes it, but once you do, it changes everything. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. But before we even get into that, you first must understand how attraction works overall. So the first thing is that you will naturally attract women who perceive your value to be higher than theirs. This is called hypergamy, and it's based upon what we call your SMV or your sexual market value. Everybody has an objective sexual market value that can change depending on the context that you're in. So for example, if you're in an environment in which you show a lot of competence, a lot of status, you're gonna be more attractive to that woman in that environment versus if you're in another environment in which you show no competence, no status, or overall attractiveness, right? So keep that in mind. Attraction can change depending on the context in which you're representing yourself. Now, another part of attraction is that women tend to prioritize more looks over resources for initial attraction. And that's because in this modern dating landscape, women have so many options and choice, they now pursue and choose the men that they want. Back in the 80s and 90s, women usually chose men based upon provisioning resources, what the man can do for them. However, nowadays, that is not the basis of genuine desire. It's more so based upon if she's actually physically attracted to you. Now, I work with a lot of guys in my program, Digital Romeo, and the very first thing we do is go through a looks consultation. Now, part of that, we do something called sex appeal maxing, and that's the very first thing you need to understand if you actually want to have an edge in terms of attracting more women. Sex appeal maxing equals having edge and more so looking dangerous. If you look too safe, if you look too nice, if you don't have any sort of appeal about yourself, you're simply not going to stand out. The only people that can do this are for the guys who are very objectively handsome, like the model looking guys with the very nice jawlines, the tall guys with the broad shoulders. If you're watching this video, that's likely not you. So what we have to do is we have to craft more sex appeal. Now, you can do this in multiple ways, and I'm gonna go over some of the top ways that I personally found that we can do this. Number one is gonna be physically, and it really comes down to our body, otherwise known as body game. Your body speaks sometimes before you do, and in some cases, women will notice your body before your face. Now, when I say your body, all I really am talking about is being in shape, having a decent body fat percentage, because we all know if you're between 8 to max 13%, your facial features are gonna look more defined, you're gonna look better, you're gonna have more of a glow in your skin, and overall you're going to look more youthful and more healthy, because physical attraction is also based upon health cues. And so if you're 16, 17, 18% body fat and you're wondering why you're not attracting women, you have to look in the mirror and self-evaluate and realize that fitness comes first. Now, also when it comes to sex appeal, let's talk about hair, because this by far has been one of the biggest game changers in terms of maximizing my own sex appeal. So up first, our eyebrows. We need to darken our eyebrows so that way we have something called a contrast within our facial features. Darker, thicker eyebrows that sit closer to the eyes overall look more dominating, look more masculine, and show what we call more dimorphism. Women are more so attracted to men who show more dimorphism, meaning that they show more traits aligned with the masculine characteristics or being a man versus being a woman, especially when they're ovulating. Fun fact, that's actually a true fact. Whenever a woman is ovulating, she's more attracted to men with dimorphic features or men who overall look more masculine. You can easily do this by darkening your eyebrows. Now, when it comes to darkening your eyebrow, you have two choices. You can either use a beard pen or a beard filler, sort of tool right there that would just darken the eyebrows, or you can get a beard dye that's aligned with your hair color and then put it on your eyebrows, leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll have a temporary dye that will last about 6 to 7 days. Now, also when it comes to our physicality of sex appeal maxing, we have style. So your style showcases who you are and is more so a way to let your personality shine through without you having to say a word alongside with your body. And I find with style, the way that we showcase more sex appeal is more so showing more skin alongside with making sure that we wear things that are fitted for us and also darker colors. This is why I hate wearing pastel colors, you know, those pinks and different colors like that. Yeah, it's fine for the beach, but in terms of showing the most sex appeal, we have to wear darker colors that fit us in our body, in our frame, in the right way. Now, usually when I go out to nightclubs, bars, and restaurants, I have a saying to my friends in which I'm gonna wear what I call the Slayer fit. Now, the Slayer fit, all that really means is a high sex appeal outfit. It usually composes of some sort of black trousers or black jeans with a fitted black t-shirt and some jewelry, which is my next point. Jewelry is a subtle yet powerful way to enhance your overall sex appeal that is so simple, every guy should be doing it. So what you wanna wear is either a silver or a gold necklace. Does not need to be too long nor too short. I prefer 20-inch necklaces alongside with some sort of watch and usually a bracelet that match in most cases whenever you go out. But also, let's not forget, we have internal sex appeal, which often gets overlooked. And so when you think of the bad boy or the guy who showcases dominance and a masculine authority internally, it usually combines these few traits. Number one, he's spontaneous, you're fun, you're adventurous, and you're aggressive. Now, I don't mean aggressive in terms of beating women, like nothing like that, but more so you put yourself first and you do not allow a woman to step all over you and walk all over you. And because you put yourself first, you have the ability to walk away. So combine all those things in terms of sex appeal. That's the first point. That's gonna make a huge difference in terms of how women perceive you and how you start attracting women overall. It doesn't matter if it's online or in person. So remember how I said a lot of attractiveness is based upon health cues. Now, alongside with your body, we have to do what I call fix the foundation. The foundation is a combination of your skin, teeth, and just overall health, including your skin. So let's talk about teeth first, right? I would say the very first thing I did in terms of maximizing my looks whenever I started making some money was fix my teeth. Growing up, I had braces, but I wanted that Hollywood smile. I wanted to get compliments on my smile. I wanted to get compliments on my teeth. So what did I do? I set out a mission to figure out what is the best method for me to straighten and whiten my teeth. I'll tell you some of the few best options right here. Number one is gonna be veneers. Veneers are the most expensive route. However, they are the best way to actually have that Hollywood smile and to have the crystal clear, perfect smile. The only thing with veneers is that you wanna make sure that you don't get something that's too white because you don't wanna make it look too obvious. Now, if I'm smiling here, do you think I have veneers? I'll leave that up to you guys, but who knows, I might. You never know. Even if I did, they look so good that people don't question it. And for that reason, when I'm on dates, when I meet women, when I smile and I'm having an interaction, I always get compliments on my teeth. Now, alongside with that, we have composite bonding. Composite bonding is a form of making the teeth shape more attractive. So it's not that you have crooked teeth, but they use some sort of resin or filling to make the teeth more aligned and straight. It's a more affordable option than veneers, but it still works. Now, when it comes to whitening, outside of brushing our teeth, flossing, the usual stuff, what I highly recommend is that you do Zoom whitening. It's an in-office treatment that will make your teeth anywhere from a shade to half a shade whiter. Now, if you do want to get this, I recommend that you go on a Groupon, search within your local area to find Zoom whitening treatments for you that are actually affordable. Now, in this video, I'm leaving nothing unchecked because up next, we got our skin. Now, when it comes to our skin, a few things we need to focus on is anti-aging alongside with clarity. With the anti-aging, the number one product you should be using is retinol. Retinol is pretty much the gold standard when it comes to skincare, and it's almost aligned with the creatine of the fitness industry. It has been proven and tested across multiple years to be the number one product that will help with fine lines and wrinkles and overall clarity of the skin, including acne. Personally, I use tretinoin 0.05% every single night for over the past 4 years now. And I think because of that, as I'm getting into my mid 30s, early 40s, I'm always going to be looking amazing alongside with my general health habits that I do. Now, when it comes to clarity, of course, the retinol will help, but we need to do something called exfoliation. Exfoliation is simply getting rid of the dead skin cells. I prefer a combination of chemical exfoliants alongside with physical exfoliants, meaning using some sort of beaded scrub once or twice a week alongside with a proper skincare routine to ensure that I have the best skincare routine possible and that I'm leaving no boxes unchecked. Now, if you're a guy who's still using your hands, bar soap, or that 3-in-1 body wash to wash your face, then I'm gonna need you to check out today's sponsor. And you guys already know it's gonna be Tiege Hanley. Tiege Hanley is the #1 men's skincare system on earth for a reason. It's affordable, but best of all, it actually works in a step-by-step, leaving all the guesswork out, allowing you to simply focus on the routine and then get about your day. Now, personally, I've been using Tiege since 2018, and what I personally love is the level 2 or or the level 3 system. Each system will come with a face wash in which you're going to use multiple times a day. I use it about 2 to 3 times a day. Alongside with that, you're going to get other ingredients to ensure that you're looking the most handsome every single day. This includes eye cream, this includes a super serum, which is a part of the level 3 system, and of course you got your moisturizers, which is super essential in terms of those fine lines and wrinkles too. The AM moisturizer you're going to use during the day, and the PM moisturizer you're going to use at night. Now honestly, just doing that twice a day for the next 3 months, you're going to notice a difference in terms of your skin quality and also your clarity, as I mentioned before, because they also have exfoliating scrubs, a part of the level 3 system too. And if you ever forget what to do, they're going to come with this little card right here that comes within every single package that will tell you what to do morning and night. Now because Teach is sponsoring the video, they're offering you guys an amazing deal. You're going to get 40% off your first box alongside with the free gift. Now the free gifts are slowly running out, so you do need to act fast, but if you click the link down below, you'll see full details of the deal. Now let me also mention, once you get your first Teach box, you're going to get 20% off for life, and this is simply a deal that you cannot beat. So thanks to Teach for sponsoring the video. Once again, I'm going to leave the link down below. So I have a formula, and this formula is how all romantic connections meet, and it's called CACE, meaning connection, attraction, comfort, then escalation. However, with connection, this means that the woman must find a way into your world. This means that we must implement some sort of dating strategy that makes the most sense for us. Now, I believe online is the best because it gives you the highest leverage, and you can pretty much do this anywhere you go. And when I say online, you know, after we've sex appeal max, after we've done everything in terms of maximizing our image, the next thing we need to do is to present a fun lifestyle or an overall attractive online image, because women want to have fun and women want to essentially see what it's like to actually date you. And that's what your Instagram should pretty much act as. Your Instagram should act as a funnel to see what it is like to date you. So this includes pictures of you in nice environments, pictures of you in restaurants, pictures of you at the pool, pictures of you traveling. Now, once you do this, you can even use those pictures on your online dating platforms. That way you get the best of everything. You're leveraging IG, showing your attractive, fun lifestyle, but also you're showcasing an attractive image on online dating. That way you get the most volume. Now, recently on my Instagram at Base Austin Dunham, I did receive this question, and they asked, Austin, how do we show a fun, attractive lifestyle if we're not an influencer or if we don't have a photographer with us? And I told them it's very simple. Whenever you do go out to these places, simply just capture the moment. Listen, we all have smartphones, iPhones, Androids, whatever, and most of these cameras are very good. You guys just don't know how to use it, or you forget to use it, as simple as that. So whenever you go out to these places, just start more so capturing more of the moment. Take a lot of pictures. And guess who has been doing this for months and decades even? Women. If you ever go out with women or a group of women, half the time they're gonna be taking pictures. They're capturing the moment. Because even them as women, though they really don't need it, they understand the importance of an online image and showcasing the moment, especially to their followers or whatever they're doing, right? I know it sounds stupid to some of you guys, but honestly, this is just a world that we live in this moment. So pretty much you can either evolve and get with the times, or you can fall back and decide not to play the game. You know, there's a popular saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. The game now is online dating and social media. So if you want to win, if you want to stand out, if you want to actually play the game and beat the game, you have to start capturing the moment and present that fun, attractive lifestyle that women want to be a part of. Now, one thing about attraction that really never gets talked about is, yes, attraction can go up and attraction could be high at first, but it can actually go down faster than it can go up. And so the way attraction goes down once attraction has already been established is usually through your behavior. And I would say the number one thing that guys need to stop doing if they want to keep attraction high and long term is to simply never show neediness. Women are repulsed by eager men, repulsed by them, because this subconsciously tells them that she is better than you. And because of that, hypergamy is no longer satisfied. You see, women internally have to feel like they've received and gotten the best option long term. This is why the game never ends. And this is why your behavior in terms of your masculine frame, in terms of your overall dominance, has to stay on point. You cannot show neediness, you cannot show eagerness, and you must essentially show her that you're capable of living an attractive, fun life without her. And so she has to instinctively know that she is replaceable and that you could potentially get someone better than her. And so if she doesn't feel that way, instead the opposite, she feels like you're replaceable, she feels like she can do better, best believe that attraction is gonna go down. So once again, the easiest way to do this is to overall maintain more so mental abundance and aloofness and non-neediness and non-eagerness towards whatever woman who already has high attraction towards you. This is how I keep my relationships lasting long term, and this is how I keep women in frame long term. Now, in terms of keeping attraction long term, I would say the last thing you have to do is punish women for bad behavior or non-compliance. You don't want to reward bad behavior because that then teaches them to keep doing the bad behavior, and a lot of women have never been punished for their bad behavior or their disrespectfulness or their non-compliance. So that's why especially the very attractive women tend to be overall assholes towards men, because their egos are so big and no man has ever put them in their place. So alongside with that non-needy energy, you need to actually punish women if they ever disrespect you, if they're non-compliant. And when I say punish, I'm not talking about beat or whip or anything like that, of course. I'm talking about more so you redact your attention. Or if you're dating this woman, you stop taking her out. She's at the level right here, you then demote her. She gets less of your time, energy, attention, and overall money. That's how you win. That's how you keep attraction long term. But not only that, that's how you attract women so fast, it simply feels illegal. Now, if you are a guy struggling with online dating and you want to revamp your online image, if you want to start attracting women who actually bring value to your life, who are high interest, and you want to attract women insanely fast with a customized roadmap and game plan, then check out what I made for you down below. It's called the Romeo Effect. The Romeo Effect has been battle tested over the past 5 years. And if you click the link down below, I'll show you exactly how this full process works. Now, thanks to Teach for sponsoring this video. I'll also leave the link down below for that. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.